Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Sorry I was delayed there. Had a little technical difficulty in connecting to the internet, but I'm here. So thank you very much for watching. So I thought about it this weekend and started rereading this classic book. I haven't read it in so long, and hopefully you've read it and you're familiar with it. If not, get it. Think and Grow Rich. And when I read it for the first time, I didn't realize how old it was. Back many years ago, I was researching what books, what are the success books, self-help books, business books, things that I could learn from outside of real estate. And this, of course, was always one of the ones on the top list of many different people. And when you're searching online, and this is written back in the 30s. So this has a very simple, my opinion, very simple concept of just visualizing. And Napoleon Hill does a great job of that in the book. He does how to visualize. You have to visualize. Like, you got to visualize your goal. You got to visualize what you want. You have to think and grow rich. You have to think about it. If you can't picture it in your mind, how are you going to create it? And that's what I got from this book. So today I just want to go over some things, kind of give you an idea of some of the things I'll talk about just this week. I'm going to condense it into 5 days. There's a lot more than that in that, but I've been writing notes down this weekend, and I wanted to give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about this week. So one of the things is your thoughts are a secret wealth generator. So in real estate, in your sales, what you can imagine anything. Really, that's the beauty of it. I've said this a million times, but you could really imagine. You got to imagine how many appointments you want to create, how many buyers you want to have, how many sales you want to have, how many listings you want to have. Listings, it's a little tougher now because there's a limited number of listings, but it's possible. Like I've always said, there's no matter how, where we are in the market, where we are in the economy, where we are in the world, there's always a piece of pie of real estate. It's just right now, listing wise, it's a little bit smaller pie, but you can visualize and get that piece. What we're going to be talking about, another point is desires, hopes, and strategies increase wealth. Desires, you have to have the desire. There's no one that succeeds and doesn't have this desire to succeed. Listen, if you consider winning the lottery as succeeding, it's by accident. Like, oops, I won the lottery. But you have to have desire and the hopes. And then you have to create strategies. And Napoleon Hill does a great job of explaining, and I'm going to do a little summary later this week, is going on strategies, thought strategies, things that you should be thinking about, how to get your mind in order for success. It's kind of like clearing out, you got to be clear. Your mind's got to be clear. Kind of like you got to clear your desk. You got to have a clean environment, a clean slate, and have a very good strategy to take your hopes and your desires of what you want to do success. Another point, develop faith in your ability to succeed by telling yourself that you will triumph. And again, great points that we're going to be talking about this week on how to make sure you understand that you have the ability and you can triumph and you can do this. You got to have that mindset. Any person that in business and in athletics and in relationships has the mindset of, I'm going to triumph, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to get that. And that's the whole point. Think and grow rich. Think and concentrating and having that ability. Another point is you don't need higher education to have knowledge of wealth. Education, I'll just go off on my on my soapbox. Yes, higher education in college, master's degrees, doctorates. There's different, obviously that's very important in certain businesses, certain lines of work. You can't be a doctor without going to medical school. You can't be a lawyer without going to law school. You need higher education to get to that next point. And you have to go to actually places. You have to go to a college. You have to go to university. You got to go to these specific places. In real estate and in sales, all the wealth of knowledge does not have to be in a higher education. You have it with technology today too. Some of the things we're talking about with like this book and self-help and succeeding in real estate. There's so many real estate books, and we went over one of them a couple weeks ago. And if you didn't see my videos, please go back. And I went over, it was 3 weeks, 15 days of Gary Keller's book, How to Be a Millionaire Real Estate Agent. You don't have to go anywhere to learn how to become successful in real estate. And there's no magic, pill to get you there. I mean, there's someone doesn't have something that you don't have. All of the knowledge is out there. All of the information is out there. You can research books. You are Century 21 agents. We have a great online university with classes from over 50 years of knowledge of Century 21 on our university that's free. So there's so much knowledge and so much information out there. You don't need to go anywhere. What's better than that? You don't need another degree. If you have your real estate license, you have what you need. You don't have to go back to a college or a school for anything else. Everything is just fingertips away from you for knowledge. You have the ability, you have all the information that you need. Create vivid mental portraits of success. Imagine, Napoleon Hill refers to imagine a workshop in your mind of creating different ways. I like to use the comparison of creating ways to network and talk to people and build relationships and how to get in the door, get your foot in the door with everybody that you meet or talk to that you know that they'll use you to buy or sell a home, that you will be their trusted real estate advisor when they're ready to make that move or recommend you to anybody there. So that's part of the thing, is this workshop in your mind of creating ways and how to do that. How, it's such a good, I love it. There's different ways of connecting with people. Everybody's different. How you build a relationship with them professionally is different for everybody. So it's changes, and I just love dealing with people, and especially with me as a broker and with agents. I love all my different relationships. I have over 450 different relationships with all of our different agents, and I enjoy it every day of having all of these relationships. So that's an idea you can use too. To maximize your abilities, work with a great team, make your mastermind of people. So for all of our Century 21 HomeStar agents, of course, our team here in the office, myself and all of our team here in the office are here to help you. We have a great team. If you want to network with other agents, we can definitely help you do that. And if any agents are watching this from other offices, start your own little mastermind group of agents. And I see it all the time. I'm on a dozen or more on Facebook. I've had agents create Facebook groups of agents just to let everybody know what they're doing, motivate them a little bit, tell them what's going on in their, there's always a little commiserating in there about things that are happening to them. So you could do that, create a mastermind group so you're not alone. I know in real estate a lot of times, especially now with COVID and everything that's happening and people being more virtual, it's hard sometimes to feel like you're in a group, but you could use that technology to reach out to other agents if you want to do that. Don't be seduced by short-term failure. Success often lurks in the shadows. So that is awesome, because there's failures. I think a lot of agents feel failure is when they don't have enough sales. They didn't hit that sales, like, I haven't had a sale in a month, or I wanted 2 this month, I only have 1, or whatever. They think failure is the number of sales. I personally like to bring it down to just the basics. Comparison is that, if you're trying to lose weight, and every week you're weighing yourself, and at the end of the week you didn't lose any weight, so obviously you feel like you failed, you didn't lose any weight. But then the next day if you don't eat healthy and you don't exercise, you're not helping. You failed again that day, even though some people think this way. I don't think this way. Is that think, well, well, by the end of the week I'll be okay. So you're okay. You just failed that day, but I'm not going to fail the whole week. I personally say it's daily. It's every day. So you could say if you in real estate, the point I'm comparing to is that if by the end of the month you didn't hit the goals you wanted to for closings, new buyers, new listings, then the next day, whenever day you're thinking about, doesn't have to be the end of the month, do something proactive. Don't fail that day with doing something proactive to make sure that next month or the next 30 days don't get there. So always think daily. Always think, even you could even think hourly or throughout the day. Are you failing then? But don't let that stop you. You always have tomorrow, but don't think that. I mean, you do, but I say if you fail to get something done because other things around you created it, but if you just didn't do something just because you just didn't want to, don't think that there's another day. There's 6 more days in the week. I'll get all my calls in or my prospecting in. Don't do that. Remain committed to your goals and your mission statement every day. So, and one of the things that's on tomorrow's topic is things that you can do mentally daily throughout the day to remind yourself of the things that you have to do. Nothing beats a mix of passion and discipline. Again, like the desire, the hope, the passion, and discipline. You need discipline. You need mental toughness, mental focus, that's how my mind, I say discipline is focus and getting it done and not letting anything get in your way, which is yourself, which is most of it. And what a lot of things that we're going to talk about this week in this book is really mentally making sure you're there and things that you could think about and remind yourself to make sure you have that dedication and that determination and that discipline. And last point, you can mold and tap into your mind's deepest chambers. So I never really got 100% into meditation. I did a little bit. I try to a little bit. I always want to. But that's kind of the thing, is because I'm in deep thought all of the time. If I'm not on the phone with someone, talking with someone, an agent helping them, or in the middle of something else, I'm in deep thought about something, of helping someone, of how to handle a situation, I always feel like I'm in deep thought. So this is some of the thing, is that really think about what you want to accomplish. Really sit there. Have you really kind of sat down and taken some time alone, meditated a little bit, and said, what do I really want to get out of this in this business? What's my next level? What's my next goal? What's my next my lifetime goal in real estate? Am I do this part-time? Am I going to do this full-time? Am I going to sell 5 houses a year? I'm going to sell 50 houses a year. You got to have a lot of the points that we're going to be making over the next few days is you got to think it, you got to visualize it, you got to understand it. If you don't visualize it, you don't picture it, it's very hard, not going to happen. Example, it was I remember seeing a special as either Michael Jordan or LeBron James, one of those two great legend basketball players, and they always said, how are you when you are shooting a shot, you're shooting the basketball, what are you doing? They said every time they're visualizing the ball in the hoop, always visualizing. They see before the ball leaves their hand, they're visualizing the ball going in. They're seeing it go in. In their mind, they see it before they do it. That's the good point. And when I'm rereading this book, I'm thinking of that kind of thing in business and in success and in things that you want to accomplish, even on a daily basis. You got to visualize what you're going to do. You can visualize how much you're going to feel, what you're going to feel like at the end of the day when you get all your things accomplished. How are you going to feel when you pick up another buyer? What are you going to feel like when you get another sale? And what are you going to feel like? Visualize that next month I'm going to have one more sale than I had this month, or by the end of the year I'm going to have savings in the bank to do something, and that was the fruits of my labor, that all of the dedication I put in this year. So those are some of the talking points and the things that we're going to be discussing. So some of the things to kind of think about today before tomorrow. And remember, if you get a chance, get this book, download it, audiobook it. You can get it pretty much anywhere. This book is so popular. It's been popular since the 30s. So you're going to be able to find it. It's a great book to read and help you with being successful. So tomorrow at 11, we'll do this again and talk to the next topic of this book. And if you need anything, use me as a resource. Call me, text me, email me. Happy to sit down with you, talk with you, and go over a lot of this book and see how you could visualize your success too. That's it. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see many of you very soon. Bye-bye.